Hello and welcome back to Weston Super Mare, Josh and Sam. So we know who we're playing in the next round of the Europa League. Don't look up there. It's not to be told yet. Yeah, so we last played our 2-1 win over Villarreal, completing a 7-2 knockout victory. We then played Chelsea, massive game. Billy Watt scored, we won, putting us clear at the top of the Premier League, beating back our biggest rival at the time and still currently. We then beat Swansea 3-1 in the FA Cup to get through to the quarter-final against Liverpool. And then we drew a frustrating game against Huddersfield 1-1, 0-0, where we were the better team but didn't take our chances. And then the AC Milan game, the first leg that we played off camera away in the San Siro. We were 2-0 down, but rallied, and Mads Pedersen scored 2 crucial away goals, meaning that we are now in with a decent chance of qualifying for the next round of the Cup. So that's probably what we'll try and do, and then we'll play the Southampton game after that. Just quickly, I'll show you what the Premier League is looking like now. We are 1 point clear over Man United. We're 2 points clear over Chelsea and Spurs. We're looking pretty good for top 4. The key thing to notice, though, is the only teams we have to play now, who are the quote-unquote big teams, are Spurs and United. So, theoretically... Oh, and also we know if we beat Liverpool, because for some reason the other quarterfinals have already been played, but ours is now... We've still got to wait a week to do ours. But yeah, if we beat Liverpool, we get Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final, so there's that to know as well. But yeah, we should be able to win all these games, and then if we can keep unbeaten against Tottenham and Man United, that will see us win the league. So we just got to hope for a couple of those guys to trip up, and we've got to hope for some excellent play from our part as well. Now, we played... Who played really... We had a couple of players who played appallingly in the last game. Yeah, so I'm going to take Barlow off because he was dreadful. He complained to me earlier on in the game, earlier on in the month, saying he wanted to leave because he didn't get enough playing time. I think I mentioned this. I said, nope. And he said, please. And I said, nope. But it's fine because he's rubbish and I will be selling him now. So he's requested to leave. The rest of the team, though, was looking pretty good. Engblom played terribly, so I'm going to play Montignelli there. And I'm going to give Nieto a start because Meunier has been getting a lot of yellow cards recently, and that's annoying. We do unfortunately have injuries to Kotnik, but he should be back in 2 days, and Spencer, but he should be back in a week or two. So yeah, they're not too long term. They shouldn't derail us too badly. We did the Chelsea game. That was the key. The game ended with 10 men on both sides. It was a pretty feisty affair, but we won. That's the key. Right. So we need to really pump these boys up here. Passionate. I think we've got what it takes. But I'm going to calmly say, pressure's off, lads. No pressure. You know, you guys have got some goals to go out there and get, but there's no pressure. Here we go. Corner straight away. Mbele, Bayon. Oh, damn it. Close. In the first leg, we conceded within 23 seconds. So we're doing better this leg. Marconi, Luis Ricardo. They have some interesting players. There's a guy called... No, where is he? Is he playing? Yeah, Ray Snoon. He scored the goal, the first goal against us. Then they had... I think this guy must have scored, or possibly someone else scored. Anyway, he was pulling all the strings for them in the last game. So we need to try and keep him quiet. The key thing is to get a goal, because if we score, we're now 3-3, but with 2 away goals, that's us through. So if we get 1 or 2 goals up, that would be perfect. If we try and strain them in terms of goal scoring, hopefully... Well, he really plays about a bit. I'm going to keep an eye on him, see where he moves around to, because he was over here before. Anyway, yeah, if we can try and avoid them scoring, and if we can get 1 or 2, we'll be fine. But we don't really want to be chasing the game, and we really don't want them to score first. It would be much better if we were the ones who scored first and then forced them to come at us a little bit. Sonki Ono. Good. Pedersen. Hopefully he won't have to play out on the right too much. Danya, Watts, Georgie Cunningham, for some reason, just went for the first time shot from 30 yards. Because why on earth wouldn't you? Danya, Bayon, no. Or Bayon worried me in the last game because he got he picked up a little knock, but he didn't actually get long-term injured. It was just in the game, in that particular game. So hopefully he'll be able to keep plodding along. Danya, Bayon, yes, come on. Come on, we've taken the lead on away goals. Ooh, we can't see the, we can see the aggregate scores up here. There are no other games being played today. Our fixture list just seems to sort of exist outside everyone else's. We play our FA Cup games and League Cup games 3 or 4 weeks after every other round. I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's because we're playing in so many different competitions, or we have been. Although I don't think we'll win the FA Cup now that we have to play against Arsenal in the final, in the semis. If we beat Liverpool, of course, that's very presumptive of me. Oh, Cunningham, drop it back, drop it back. Oh, okay then. That is 100% not what anyone was expecting to happen in that situation. Fine. It really should have gone Cunningham, Nieto crosses into Watts to head in, but in fact it went Cunningham to Watts in the box, who passes it back out for Nieto to score at a ridiculous angle. 2-0 up against AC Milan at home. Oh, we haven't had, there's no draw for the next round yet, so we don't know who we're getting if we go through. But yeah, weirdly, this competition's another one that seems to... Oh, go on, Nieto. Go on. Yes, come on. 3 goals in 3 minutes. German Nieto. Yeah, that's what all the cool fans are singing. Anyway, why didn't you just finish it first? I mean, fine, it doesn't matter who scored. Yeah, so we don't know. This cup has a weird thing of drawing 2 rounds at a time, at least in this game. I don't know if they do that in real life, but I don't seem to recall them doing it, but maybe they do. Anyway, so yeah, after this we'll know who will get in the, because it's looking pretty likely now that we're going to go through, we'll know who will get in the quarters and then the semis as well. So we'll know our route to the final after this. And it'll be an interesting one to find out. We'll hopefully, because we're playing the game after this, we'll actually be able to see who that is. Oh, go on, Billy Watts! Oh, could have been 4. What a sensational night of football it would have been at the Woodspring Stadium. Interesting to note, they haven't actually rebuilt the stadium at all. This is the same Woodspring Stadium that currently exists in real life, except obviously with 40,000 seats in it rather than none, or 200 or whatever it was when we started off. So therefore it must still be in the same sort of weird little housing estate / industrial estate that it's in at the moment. I've Google Mapped it and looked at it before to see what kind of thing we're dealing with. Apparently, oh, it's 4. It's 4. What a first half from Weston Super Mare, AC Milan. I mean, what are you doing? Pedersen, this is beautiful. Billy Watts, yes. Nice work, lads. So, yeah, sure, what was it saying about the stadium? Yeah, so, what was it saying about it? Oh, yeah, so it is the original... It's not going to be... It's not going to be... Oh, not going to be fine. What a first half that would have been if you're 5-0 up against AC Milan in the first half. Yeah, because, I mean, they're not a storied international European club with great tradition. I mean, even if they... Well, I mean, obviously they are. And, you know, we are just a massively disrespectful upstart. So, yeah, let's keep going with that. We have actually had one season in the Europa League before. That was prior to me recording the games. Obviously, back then we got to the semi-final. Nearly a goal again. We got to the semi-finals and were knocked out by Paris Saint-Germain on... It wasn't away goals. I think we were beaten... I think we may have been beaten by 1 goal, but it was something like... Oh, it's another goal! Nieto has a hat-trick. Weston Super Mare of 5-0 up at home to AC Milan in the first half. I'm not really even sure how that went in. Okay, apparently it did though, so unlucky to the goalkeeper there, he did okay. Wow, what a difference a couple of days makes, eh? Fine, so yeah, I mean, let's go. I'm pleased. Yeah, I think that's not a bad... let's go calm. I'm impressed. Calm. There's a lot more to come. Should we really take the piss? There's a lot more to come. Georgie Cunningham hasn't even... He's in danger of losing discipline. How? What? Why? Madness. Utter madness. If we then, I have had a game like this previously once, only ever once, and it was at a much lower level. We were playing in League 2, League 1, I think, and I had gone 5-0 up in a first half of I think it was a League Cup second round game, and then I went on to lose 7. So here we go. Went on to lose 7-5 in the same game. So Reece Noon. Yeah, well done. So, okay. It's still 7-4 on aggregate, so they've done 2 better than Villarreal, but I don't suspect this is going to be an implosion of the scale of the one I was just discussing. We'll bring Mounier on. Obviously, Nieto is fantastic, but he's a bit tired. Montignelli is playing very well. I think I might keep him in there for the next couple of games. I want to beat Southampton. I'm going to put Abdallah in the middle as well. Yeah. I mean, Mbele unlucky, but whatever. I mean, what a game. 5-1. Yes, Weston Superman, you monsters. Uh-oh. No. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, fine. We need to go now for this kind of situation. That's not great because I wanted to be able to bring off Pedersen off on the right, and I didn't really want to have to bring on Abalo because he's a bit of a troublesome fella at the club. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we've luckily... Oh, dear. Oh, no. How many do they need to get? 2 more, and then they would be winning on away goals. I mean, if we beat them 7-4, but don't go through, imagine that. Imagine 7-4, so it ends up at... Would it be 7-4? Yeah, it would be 7-4, so it would be 7-7. Oh, no, sorry. If we beat them 5-4, and so the game ends 7-7 on aggregate, but they get 3 away goals. I mean, it's just that would just make a mockery of me. I would be upset. Pedersen, he's a solid wall. Mbele, Pedersen, Watts, Pedersen, Bandieri, Bayonne, Mbele, Bayonne, Abalo, Fitzgerald. I don't think you would say Abalo with that weird accent because he's from Togo, not from Italy. So, Pedersen, oh, it's 6. Oh my God, what's the stats? I mean, we are thrashing them in terms of statistics. Mads Pedersen, what a lovely little finish. That's something like his 43rd goal of the season, or maybe 44th. He'll probably get to 50 by the end of things, and that's at least 50. I mean, he might go on another sensational run like he did at the beginning of the season. Reece Noon has got his hat-trick, so it's 6-3. So Weston Supermare currently beating AC Milan 8-6 on aggregate. Oh, this is crazy. This is delightful. I mean, entertainers. We are the entertainers. Yes, I just got an email. It's not yours. Abalo. Mounier. No. Come on, boys. We can hold on to our 6-3 lead. Don't do Barcelona. Oh, that would have been if we got a 7th. I mean, how do you think the Italian press would take this? probably reasonably understandingly. I'd have thought they'd probably take this, and they wouldn't go mad about it. They'd probably just sort of, take it for what it is. No, Soto, well done. I mean, he's playing really well. This Soto chappie. They love him. All the papers keep telling me that he's doing amazingly. Whenever I have a press conference, they say the start to his career has been sensational. I mean, he's conceded a fuckload of goals. I don't know why they think he's so great. I mean, he is good. He is a good player, but no. Good. Pereira hits it over. Would have been nice to have some other European games going on at the same time so we could discuss, but actually this has been pretty... Oh, go on, Cunningham. No, not like that. Right, fine. PSG, I believe, smashed Besiktas, I think 7-1 in the first leg, so we'll have to try and avoid them. They're obviously looking pretty good this season. Meunier. Oh, it's a good save from Bandieri. Finally makes one. How did he get fouled? Whatever. Go on, keep going. Get some more. What a game! What a game! I think we should let the team know it's a good win, boys. There was some positive for sure. How did they play so well at the back, considering they conceded 3? All right, whatever. He predicted a draw. The game finished 6-3. Oh dear. Yeah, well, so there we go. We went through. Nice work from Weston Super Mare. £260,000 in the bank. Yeah, so this is exactly where we were expected to get to. So we qualified to the quarterfinals. That's where we were expected to go to. Glavina is now injured for 6 weeks. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair to say now. That was an absolute epic. Billy had a good solid game. Yes, contribution was good. New Almond Reese Noon. I mean, he's ridiculously good. Where did they get it? He's on £110,000 a week. He started at Rosenborg. And he played for Man United for a season. Well, he was there. He went on 4 different loans. There was an interesting thing that I found the other day. I'm glad we don't have to play him every week. He's a bugger. Yeah, it does look pretty bad. Do you feel like you have the upper game, a hand over Antonio Conte when it comes to mind games? I reckon so. Or do I? Yeah, it's a big loss. Yeah, he's awesome. Justice will recover and become better than ever, because he will, because he's a god. Yeah, interesting. I remembered, I had a sudden memory when I was looking through some stats of a couple of our players off camera. I was looking at Billy Watts and looking at his goal scoring form, and then I realised that he played for Arsenal back when he first came through as a player. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. So that means he must have come through when we were sort of rising through the league, because he started in something like, he's 20, I don't know. But anyway, he was in the game by about 2015. And I was like, I remember there was a young Arsenal striker who scored against me when we played. We drew Arsenal in the FA Cup 3rd round, I think, once. And come on, Man City, 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 come on, Man City. Yes, Man City, you monsters. So that's Chelsea's got. We've got a game in hand over Chelsea now. Lovely old stuff. Yeah, and it turns out that you can even see it in the blogs. If you go back and find one of the blogs from the last season, we played against Arsenal. He scored. He was only about 18, and then we forced a replay, and then he scored again the next week when we played. I think he scored twice. For God's sake, Abalo, you're always injured. So here's the rest of the EuroLeague, for some reason playing 2 days after us. It was Fenerbahce that's PSG thrashed, so they went through. Yeah, 8-1 on aggregate. God, there were some big scores here. Valencia thrashed Salzburg. Stuttgart beat Zenit 4-2. Benfica beat Alkmaar 6-3. Porto knocked out Arsenal 5-2 on aggregate, meaning that we'll definitely draw Porto in the next round. Oh dear. What a game. What a game. What a game that was. Very exciting. What was it, 6-3 against? Oh, yes. Oh dear. Okay, so we're favourites for the Southampton clash because they haven't won in a billion games. Yes, it gives us confidence. They're happy and enjoying their football. Don't think one loss could damage our Shut up. Unconfident, attack. The fans have been brilliant. I know. Yep, they're absolutely right. He's been outstanding. He has. 46 appearances, 44 goals this season. Okay. Why would I want to respond to Southampton's manager said they've got a hand over their closest rivals in terms of survival because they've got a game in hand. I was asked if I wanted to comment on that. Why? It did nothing to do with me, except that I'm hoping to smash him. Right. Okay, we've avoided Benfica. We've avoided Paris Saint-Germain, but that now means that we've got a ridiculous draw no matter what. I told you. I knew it. And where would we then? We would then get Dortmund or Benfica. So great. There's literally no let-up. Yeah, so if we just look at the past meetings between us, we've played 4 times competitively, both in the Champions League first knockout round, those 2 seasons where we qualified regularly. Both games, so we drew at home in this leg and then lost 3-1 away. And then we lost at home and then lost away. So we are rubbish against Porto. They are fantastic. Those 2 seasons, by the way, they both went on to win. They went on to win the league both. They went on to win the Champions League both times. So I don't know what chance we have. West Ham beat Man United. Oh, so if we beat Southampton, we'll be how far clear? If we beat Southampton, we will be 4 points clear at the top of the table. La table. Okay, I wanted to keep the... oh my goodness me, look at all these suspensions, injuries. Okay, so Sabani's going to have to come in. I'm going to put Abdallah here, Sabani on the bench, and Lucio is going to make his way onto the bench, and even Kotnik, because we are struggling for bodies at the moment. Pedersen's going to have to stay out on the right. But yeah, fine, that seems fine for me. Hopefully we'll have Spencer back soon, and Barlow isn't out for too long, so that's good. And then we got the cup game against Liverpool. I wouldn't mind losing that game if I keep going on, being honest. Good stuff. Right, Ledley King. Tell us what we need to do, boys. Okay, let's do this. Weston-super-Mare versus Southampton. One of the biggest games of the season, only in terms of the fact that we could take a massive stride towards the Premier League title. There would only be 8 points left. 8 games left, sorry. And 2 of those against the close rivals, but not that many. Oh, this could be, you might be witnessing Roberto Montanielli. He gives away fouls all the time, but he's playing better at the moment than Engblom. Engblom had an injury and then has been playing poorly since he came back. I think he might need a couple of games on the bench just to let him recover. The other thing I could have done, which I didn't think of... oh no, because he's suspended for this game as well. But in the next league game, if we're still struggling for midfielders, we could play Mbele in centre defensive mid if we were feeling frisky. And we could play Engblom at centre-back. So there's some potential to sort of mix it up a little bit. I'd obviously prefer Spencer to be back. Or we could play Sabani, but Sabani has not played well whenever he's played this season. Ooh, let's not have any... stupid losses to Southampton's, which is what always happens. Now, if we Chelsea are playing again, and they're winning again, so we need to stay ahead of them. Pedersen, Abdallah, rubbish. I think we may struggle now. I think we're struggling against these lower teams in the division because they go on about complacency and stuff quite a lot, and I'm not really sure how you avoid that, except for to sort of be very strict with them and tell them that you expect them to win. But I know that never seems to work for me. Whenever I say I expect them to win, they lose, and then they get super downhearted. So I need to find a way of... oh, Bayonne. Excited me there. I thought we had won a penalty. No. Kearney, Norton, saved from Soto. That's good. Velasquez, Cunningham, Watts. No. See, we miss something when we don't play Pedersen up front alongside one of the other two. I think it's some movement or something. I mean, Cunningham's super quick. He should in theory, we should just be trying to play balls in over this top thing, but you can't really tell them. There's no way to sort of, unlike the newer games, you can instruct them to shoot or pass balls up the wing on a particular side or whatever. I don't think you can do that in this game, or at least if you can, I don't know how. Unrelated note, just played over 900 hours on this game. I mean, I'm the Neil Warnock of... I'm a much better Neil Warnock, basically. I don't really understand any of these tactical shenaniganries. Oh, Fitzgerald, what a time to get your first goal for the club that would have been. Where's the ball? Pedersen's got it. Danya, why? Why, Danya? See, this is the thing with Billy Watts as well. Like, he went through a sensational run of form and then just has fallen off a cliff again in terms of goal scoring. He grabbed us our only goal against Chelsea. He was great in that game. Didn't... Oh, no, am I about to badmouth him too much? Yeah, see? And then, like, he's back to being this again. I don't get it. He's a very frustrating player. Maybe he just needs a crap ton of chances before he gets a goal. Yes, he does, Billy Watts. Come on. Come on, Billy Watts, you legend. Ooh, this is tasty now. We're 4 points above Man United, 2 points above Chelsea. If we can stick this, if we can keep as we are. Oh, this is looking nice. If we can keep this as it is, and then we win our next game in hand, which I don't know who that's against or when we'll play it, probably 3 months after the end of the season. Knowing our fixture list. Is this the way you... Is this going to work? Right, let's try. Yeah, but if we can do that, then we'll be... I mean, we'll be again 5 points clear of Chelsea. Oh, this is beautiful. This season could well be a Premier League winning season for Weston Supermare. But obviously we only want to get to 40 points and stay up. Oh well. Sven, that was not. That was obviously, I meant to try and do an impression of everyone's favourite Italian manager, whose name briefly escapes me, Ranieri. But I can't really do one. He does the dilly ding dilly dong thing, but I don't know how to. Dilly ding dilly dong. But whatever. Come on, you Western Supermares. Keep going. Oh no, have we got another injury? Shit. No, we don't. Okay. Danya. Mbele. Oh, Mbele hits the post again. Or the bar. He hits the bar. Oh, Billy Watts is injured. So we're going to bring on Nicholas Håkansson just as a poacher, but then we're going to swap him with Pedersen. See if that makes a difference for us up front. Håkansson enters the fray. He's not scored very many goals this season, but to be fair to me, I'm the reason that he... or no, to be fair to him, I'm the reason that he's not scored many, because he's not played many, and he's played most of those games out on the wing. I think he's only played 2 or 3 games up front all season, and he's, to be fair to him, he has scored when he's been played in his correct position, so I suppose that's a lesson for all of us. No, I'm going to bring Sabani on for Danya, and then I'm going to swap them around, because we need to keep our central midfielders fit, because all the rest of them are injured, and the real key one there is Glavina. We really need him not to be injured, but I think he probably is out for the majority of the games left of the season. He'll probably pick up the last couple, 1 or 2 or 3. Maybe he'll help us to get over the edge, get over the line if we're still in the hunt at that point. Pedersen to Cunningham. What on earth was that? The extent to which these guys blow hot and cold is ridiculous. Pedersen. Swarbrick. Pedersen. Montignelli. Mounier. Abdallah. Sabani. Fitzgerald. No. Norton. Right, Håkansson. You're the tall one. You're supposed to be able to win those headers. We've made all our subs, haven't we? It looks like we're going to eke out a 1-0 win. Yeah, look, we have. Go back to dead balls, that? Yeah, I did. Good. Pedersen has been in... No, he hasn't been injured. He's just been fouled. That's good. Zvonimir Lukina. It's a good name, Zvonimir. I like this name. Abdallah. Hakan Son. Oh, he could have had a penno. A penno. The window is open. It's a lovely summer's day. It's not the summer, nor... No, it is day. Oh, you fucking... Bele's played a dreadful game this game. For God's sake. Go straight up the other end and score. Hakan Son. Oh, you had the chance. So immediately I get whiny and shitty. Ah, this is so annoying. You can't win everything, I suppose, or every game. But I mean, we need to win literally every game. Don't you lose it. We need to at least be getting points enough to stay above Chelsea at the top, so that if we win our game in hand, we will still be. Sabani occasionally has a stunning goal in him. No, Abdallah. Those weird, like, kind of slow-moving shots. I mean, I don't know how you shoot from 40 yards but make the ball move slowly, but they manage it, and they do it all the time. They never go in, either. Jones. Sabani. Nicely done. Hakan Son. Ah, why did you not pass it? Mounier. Pedersen. Oh, my God. Mounier. What is that throw again? Montignelli. Mbele. Abdallah. Ah, Pedersen. How do you beat AC Milan 6-3 and then draw 1-1 at home with Southampton? Fuck's sake. And Mbele played a 7. He hit the... Annoying. Well, fine. We need to now pull our socks up, try and lose to Liverpool, and then I won't have to fight against Arsenal, because that's going to be a fight as well. It's not going to be a walkover. There's not going to be any kind of games like that. So Stoke have sacked Nigel Adkins. What a shame. So well, it doesn't matter, did it? Because we fucking... George was good. Yeah, obviously, I don't know why we bothered getting through that round. Fuck, I'm annoyed now. Okay, so we need to win our next game in hand. Hopefully we'll do that. Fixtures. We will play... I mean, Christ, this is going to be... We're going to play the Tottenham in the second leg of the Porto game, because those two are big, big games. If we can beat Tottenham, I don't care what happens in the Porto game. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. All right, let's do that then. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you next time.